Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. My friends over at Joann.com. Today's week number 1 of the Bernat Blanket Extra Stitch Along, and this is an additional project this fall. So what we're going to do is the Split Single Crochet Basket, and today's week number 1 where we're going to create the base of this basket. In order to complete this project, you'll need 2 balls of Bernat Blanket Extra. The color that you see is called Burgundy Plum, and you'll need a 15mm size PQ crochet hook in order to play. We have these set of clues today that we're going to get you through, and then we're going to then join you then week number 2 and 3 to be able to finish. But let me give you some advice first. So as we work into these clues, what we're going to see on week number 2 is called the Split Single Crochet. And so what this is Split Single Crochet Basket. It's actually a stitch. What I recommend for that is if you're looking for a crochet hook, try to look for one with a nice pointy edge in order to get into the stitch work much easier. You can still just use a regular crochet hook, but I found with myself for speed a nice pointy hook will do, and you'll see why that is in week number 2. So without further ado, let's head on into this project and let's get started. The yarn of choice today is the Yarnspirations Bernat Blanket Extra. This is actually thicker than Bernat Blanket itself, and it's really kind of fun to play with, and it's ultra soft. You can find the free patterns on the ball bands as well. So without further ado, you're going to need a 15mm size PQ crochet hook. Now my hook's a little bit bigger. I like my handles to be a little bit longer, so it's just a little bit bigger by a millimeter, but today that's what I'm going to be using, and we're going to get started and follow the instructions. So let's grab our yarn and let's get going. So let's begin. We're going to start off with a slip knot just like we normally would, and we want to insert our hook in, and we're going to just get ourselves started. So we're going to chain a total of 2. So 1 and 2. Now in the very first one that we just started with, we're going to start round number 1. Round number 1 we're going to do 6 single crochets into that one. So let's just single crochet. All this is single crochet, which is easy. So 1, 2, just go right up over top of that loose end. There's 3, this is 4, 5, and 6. Once you get your 6 done, just join it to the very first one. So just count it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's right here. Just use your fingers to pull it up if you need to, and just yarning over, pulling it through and through for a slip knot or for a slip stitch. So now we're going to begin round number 2. So round number 2 we're going to start off with chaining 1, and in the same one that you did the join, I want you to place in 2 single crochets there. So 1 and 2. Now every one of these stitches, there's only 6 of them when you just did 1, is each going to have is each going to have 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. So what I want you to do is go all the way around, putting 2 single crochets into each. When you get all the way back around, you should be able to count 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's 6 stitches with 2 in. So once you get this done, this is not a stitch here, this is just leaning over to be part of number 1. I want you just to reach in and just open it up and just insert your hook in. This is the very first stitch, and you're just gonna yarning over, pulling it through to close it, just like that. And that was round number 2. So let's move along to round number 3. So we're just gonna progressively get bigger. So we're gonna chain 1, and in the same one you did the join, I want you to put in 2 single crochets there. So 1 and 2. Then progress to the next stitch. Just use your fingers to open it up and just pull it through, so it's 1 single crochet. So the next one has 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. And if you're more experienced, you can actually see these stitches and feel them too with your fingers. So there's the next one right there. It's just one by itself. So please do that same thing going all the way around. So 2 into the next, 1 into the one after that, and continue that same pattern going around. When you get all the way around, the last one will be 1 stitch by itself. That's because you started off with 2 into the first one, and then 1, 2, and 1. So once you get that last one done, just reach over and just grab the first stitch and just insert in, pulling it through and through to close that off. And that was round number 3. Let's move along to round number 4. So round number 4 we're gonna get continually bigger. So we're gonna chain 1 to start, and in the same one you did the join, place in 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2, and now the next 2 will be by themselves. So the next stitch is 1, and the next one is 1. So the repeat pattern going all the way around for round number 4 is that there's going to be 2 single crochets into the next one. So 1 and 2, and then the next 2 are by themselves. So 1 and 2. Please do that all the way around for round number 4. Just finishing up round number 4, there's 2 by themselves at the very end. There's no special counting, it's just a matter of keeping in count. There was 2 and then 2 by themselves and 2 and 2 by themselves. Join it to the top of the first single crochet that you started with. Just use your fingers if you cannot see it, and just pull through and through. So let's begin then round number 5. Chain 1 to start, and in the very first one you did the join, I want you to put in 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. Now the next 3 in a row are each going to be 1 single crochet each. So let's do that. So I have 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so the repeat pattern is 2 into the next one. So 1 and 2, and then the next 3 are by themselves, and I want you to do that same patterning going all the way around for round number 5. So in coming up to the end of round number 5, the last 3 in a row are by themselves. So what do you think we're gonna do for round number 6? Well, we're gonna continuously getting bigger. So before we get there though, we have to slip stitch to the first single crochet, and now we're gonna move on. So round number 6, chain up 1, and then right where you did the join, put in 2 more double crochet or single crochets, 2 into those. So number 6, then the next 4 in a row are each by themselves. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the repeat pattern is that there's going to be 2 into the next one. So 1 and 2, and then the next 4 are by themselves. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4. Please do that same idea going all the way around for round number 6. So I'm coming to the end of round number 6. There's 4 by themselves. I've been counting it silently, and that's it. So join it to the first single crochet that you started with, and that was round number 6. So round number 7, going to continue along in the same idea. So chain up 1, and you're going to put 2 single crochets into the first one. So 1 and 2, and then how many in a row? This time it's going to be 5. So 5 single crochets in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so the repeat pattern is the next one is going to have 2 single crochets in it. So 1 and 2, and then the next 5 in a row are just by themselves. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Please do that same patterning going all the way around for round number 7. So I'm finishing up round number 7, and there's 5 in a row that's by themselves. I've verified that count already, and then I'm just gonna slip stitch to the top, or sorry, to the beginning single crochet. Now we're gonna go on to round number 8. So I guess what we're gonna do, right? So we're gonna chain up 1. First one is gonna get 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. And now for round number 8, it's 6 in a row that's going to be by themselves. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now the next one is going to be 2 into that same one. So 1 and 2, and then the next 6 in a row are by themselves. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So please do that same patterning going all the way around for round number 8. So So I'm coming up all the way back around. I'm on round number 8. I'm just going to join with the first. So you'll see that the instruction says, let me just get this. The instructions say to continue in the same manner until it's 13.5 inches. So let's just zoom out a little bit here. And what I want to do is get a tape measure and just measure across, and it should be 13.5 inches wide. So let's get our tape measure and let's see how much further we have to go. So we're gonna have to continuously progress. So if we have to go to 9, which I know we're going to, but if we have to go, we chain up 1 and then we put 2 into the first, and then this time then it will be 7 single crochets in a row, and then 2, and then 7 and 2. But let's get a tape measure. Let's just try this. So just for kicks, let's measure this the first time on camera with you. So I have 0 there going across. So I have 13.5 inches. So if it's not 13.5 inches, it should be. So I'm gonna stop here on round number 8. But if you need to continue to round number 9, just progress kind of how I already said. So let's continue then. This is it for this week, and you'll see me next week as we continue to make our shallow stitch crochet basket. Welcome back to the Crochet Creative with my friends over at Joanne.com. I'm your host Mikey. You made it into week number 2 of the Split Single Crochet Basket. Today we're going to work from the base all the way to the top, and we're going to be using a stitch called the Split Single Crochet. You see the abbreviation here, and we're going to be having demonstrations on exactly where to put your crochet hook. I'm recommending that the hook that you have is a pointy edge. It makes it easier to get into, and then once you can actually start seeing the stitches develop, you can see it's kind of veins of the stitches working your way up. It really does resemble knitting as you go. So once you get then the first round done here of just this one section, the next round is going all the way up into 12 inches tall, and you'll have a great little basket, and then you'll join me on week number 3. So without further ado, let's get started, and we're going to be playing with the split single crochet today. So let's begin. So we're going to start our first round, and we're going to chain 1 to get us started. Now in the same one of the join, you're going to go into the back loop only. So if you're new to crochet, there's always 2 strands. Let me use a different hook. And there's always 2 strands that make up a stitch. The first one is called the front loop, and the other one is called the back loop. So to create that ridge that we see at the bottom, we go into only one strand, which is the back loop. So insert in, and we're going to single crochet ourselves into the back loop of each of these stitches going all the way around. So once you do the first one, usually the next one is ready for you. Just pull it up and go into the back loop all the way around. So please go into the back loops of each one of these stitches going all the way around, and I'll see you at the end of this round. So I'm just coming all the way back around, and I'm just going to join to the top of the first single crochet that you have, and just yarning over, pulling it through and through. Now it says to place a stitch marker. PM means place stitch marker, and place marker, and you're going to just place your marker here. So what you're doing here by placing the marker here, you're using this as a measuring point for the future. Okay, so we're going to be going 12 inches tall from this particular point. So now we're going to continue up the side now, and we're going to redo the remaining of the rounds all the same. It's not going to increase any count, so it's going to start then turning around and then coming straight up. But I'm going to demonstrate it to you on Bernat Maker Big, and just to show you exactly what you're doing, because it's not as easy to see it here, but you can see it once you know what you're looking for. So let me show you what it looks like, and then you'll be able to see it, because I can see the stitches here now that I know what I'm looking for. So at this point in the tutorial, you're going in a round disc shape. So we're going in a round circle. So the whole point to showing you this is that it's going completely around. So what we're going to do to start us off is that we are going to chain up 1. So let's do that. So what we have is that normally we single crochet right into this spot right here. Okay, and that's where we single crochet. It holds steady and it looks great. But that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to do a split single crochet. So let's retract back out. So I've still chained 1. So what I want to do is that I want to look towards these legs of the stitch. And what I wanted to look for is that I want to look for this first one that's right in the front. And I'm not going straight back. What I'm doing is that I'm picking that one up and then going back. Okay, so on this side here, Daniel is kind of pointing it out to me, is that you will not only see all this in behind, but there's really only one strand here that you're going in behind. So you're going up on an angle, and then you're just pulling it through, and then pulling it through 2 and continuing. So here's the legs, okay, and you're looking for this one right here, and you're just jamming it, and you're going towards the back. It's like almost an angle, and you're pulling it through, and you're pulling through 2. So look for the legs, just go straight back. So when you go back, you only want to have that one as in front of your hook. You don't want to have both of them because that's not the same thing. So here's the legs and then kind of like diagonally back. See? So now you're gonna have this V shape that you're looking for. So when you combine all and come back around, these V stitches are gonna line up to each other and then start making it look like you have a knit basket, which is kind of the neat. It's a split single crochet. So I'm just gonna go all the way around. Once you get started on this, it's actually pretty easy to be able to identify these stitches once you understand it and once you know what you're looking for. So when you get all the way back around, you have one stitch left and you're just gonna go straight back in the same spot and then finish it. And when you go to join it to the first one, you go into the top of the first single crochet. Don't go into a gapping space. Go into the first of the top and then pull it nice and tight, and then you're going to begin again. So you're going to chain one, and do you see it now? Which one is it? It's right there. So by going into the same spot each and every time, you're causing it to make it look like that it's knitted. Okay, so see the difference of what you had before? Do you see it? You got these coming up on a V shape. So V, V. So you come into the next one. So let's begin. We've now haven't started our round yet, so we're gonna chain up one first, and what we're going to do then is coming down into the first one. It's right there. Do you see it? And you're just gonna go in and back. See, that's why I showed it with the other yarn. And then you're gonna pull through, give it a bit of slack, and then pull through too. The more slack you give it, the easier it is to get it next time. Do you see it? It looks like a V shape, and you're just gonna go in, just grab the one and then head on to the back. Pull up some slack and then pull through. So once you understand what you're looking for, is that it gets a lot easier to identify it. Now the first time around we're establishing it, and then every other round then is gonna be much easier because you will be able to see it a lot better next time you're through there. So just go all the way around then, just doing the split single crochet, and then meet me back here in just a moment. So I've now come all the way back around, and I want to join it to the top of the first single crochet that I started with. Okay, so don't go into a gapping space or anything. Go right into the top and then just yarning over, pulling it through and through. So now that we've gone the first time around, it gets much easier to do it because these stitches are now popping up and you can see them. That I haven't done anything special. That's exactly the way it shows. So we're gonna just chain up one, and we're immediately going to go into the one that's popping out. So it's the exact same location. So just straight back, okay, and pull through, give it a bit of slack, and etc. So just going in, and again it's like the same rule. It's only one strand. Pull through, and this is going to create continue the V stitch going all the way up. So what I want you to do is that I want you to go around and around, make sure you slip stitch in between, and I want you to have 12 inches from this spot all the way to the top, and then that's where you're gonna stop today. So the next time you see me here, I'll have that stopped, and then we'll continue then next week as we continue our journey together. So let's meet you back there in just a moment. So I'm blazing along pretty good, and when I last left you I was down here, so I'm just working my way through. This is actually, once I got by on the second round, it got a lot easier. And what I want to show to you, do you see how there's veins of stitches? See how it's following up just like so? It is so easy to tell which one is where to go. I'm actually blazing along a lot faster than I thought. So do you see how these veins are kind of going up? So you're just gonna go in, and where I showed you before, so you just go right in and then just wrap it and pull it through. So I'm using those veins to show me where the next stitch is. So it's not like I'm looking that hard, and because it's kind of jumping out on me, see? And when you follow it down, you can see it goes right straight up. Isn't that neat? So my point being is that, you know, even though it's fluffy yarn, you can actually see where to go if you just look at where the story is telling you from the rounds below when you go to do that. So I'm gonna see you here when we have 12 inches done, and then I'll be back shortly and we'll have that completely done for you. So when I last left you, we were down here. We now have our 12 inches in, and next week we're going to continue and finish this bag together. So I'll see you next week, and have a good one. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the Crochet Corrado with my friends over at Joanne.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to work on the Bernat blanket extra. This is week number 3, the final week, and today we're going to get our basket done. So in the last few weeks we've got our base done. We then grew it up about 12 inches to this area, and now we have 3 rounds left in order to create the handles that you see at the top of the basket. So there's only 3 rounds, so 1, 2, and 3 in order to play. We're still going to continue our split single crochets as we're going around. We're going to create a gapping spaces which creates the handles, and then we're going to be off to the races and good to go. So without further ado, let's head on into the tutorial and let's get started. So let's get started again. So before we begin this particular stitch along this week, we need to start marking where we need to go. So we're going to include the first stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to include all those 6. So now on the 7th one, I want you to place a stitch marker, and this is going to indicate where we're going to place the handles when we go to work on this together. So include this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and put a stitch marker there. I want you then to fold the bag equally in half and get the stitch markers to line up for the back. So just, I got it folded in half, it's pretty much in the middle. So what I want to do is that I want to look backward, so look past it onto the other one and grab another stitch marker, and we're going to mark that one. So include that one plus the ones before it. And when I say before it, because we're rotating around like this and coming, so we're going to include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so you can see that those match up with each other. So this is where your handles are going to be, and then we're going to continue, and when we get to these we're going to just jump over top of them and make that gapping space so that your handles can go into place. So let's begin to work around now. So let's continue to do our split single crochet. So we're going to chain up 1, and you are going to split just like you have been. Again, follow the veins of the stitch work going up, and you'll be able to see it with pretty easy when you go to do that. So I can either count that there's a total of 6 of these in a row, but because we started off and we counted the 6 already to know where this is going to go, I'm just going to rely on the stitch markers for this entire duration of this round. Okay, so here's the last one, and then the stitch marker is next. So where it's a stitch marker, we're now going to chain 6. So regular chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now just jump over that one and jump over the other one that's there because there's 6 in a row, and go to the 7th one. So it's the one on the opposite side, and continue to do your split single crochet. So what I want you to do is continue all the way around, and when you get to the other stitch markers, just do the same thing. Just jump right over top of them and make sure you chain your 6, and then come right back around to the very beginning, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So I'm coming all the way back around, continuing to do my split single crochet, and we're going to join like you normally have been joining all along. So just go to the top of the first one, pull through, and now we're going to begin round number 2. So round number 2, chain up 1 and start your split single crochet right away. And what I want you to do is that when you get to that chain 6 space, I need you to put in 8 single crochets into that same space. So that's going to open up that handle quite nicely and fill it in to be more dense. So I'm just, you notice I'm not counting. I don't need to count. I'm just looking for the obvious signs of where things start and stop. Okay, so here's the chain. So I want to just go right around the chain itself and just single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now that I put 8 there, I simply just jump to the next one that's available to you and restart again the split single crochet. So what I want you to do now is that I want you to continue then all the way around. When you get to the other chain 6 space, put in your 8 single crochets and continue around, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. Okay, and finally all the way around, and that's the last one. So join with the top of the first single crochet at the beginning, single crochet, and pull tight, and then that's it. So what we want to do is the final last round. Here we go. Chain up 1, and it's 1 split single crochet in each of the stitches, going each all the way around. And when you get up over top of the handle, remember there's 8 there, so just keep going into each stitch as normal, and then meet me back here at the end, and your basket is completely done. So this is it. This is the conclusion. This is the final stitch. We're going to then just slip stitch to the top of the first single crochet, pull through and through, and then that's it. Game over. You are done. So now you're just gonna do an extra long tail, and you're going to use a thicker than normal darning needle because this is obviously thick yarn. Pull this through and just put this strand here on a darning needle. So I'm just using a thicker plastic, just one, just like you see. So the secret to hiding in any loose end is to get it to go back and forth into the project 3 times. So just turn it and flip it so that it's the inside of the basket, and just drag this through the stitch work. See, I don't see it on this side, so just drag it toward the back side and just pull it through. It's gonna be a little bit tough, but it might be for you. So once, and then pull it back in the other direction, just going through some fibers. So 2, and then going back in the other direction through a slightly different path. A project can never be stretched in 3 different directions, especially if you may be using it, especially if it's a basket, if it's more than just a show basket. And then you can safely then cut the yarn down. So you would have had to change your yarn over once, so you may have some loose tails on the inside of this, and that's good to go. And you can remove all your stitch markers, and your basket is fun and finished and fabulous. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining us for the Bernat Blanket Extra Stitch Along with our friends at Joann.com. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.